Immortality. Any of this ring a bell? He said. He told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you, said Renato.
Okay.
The rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
Okay, yeah, so I just finished the first video. It was like around 1 hour, so I just cut it. And now I started again broadcasting it. So we are on the path of finishing this game. Now we just have to, I just have to convince Zenobia that her father is a monster. Yeah.
Oh, they really ought to put a railing on this thing, he thought.
I couldn't tell that before because, yeah, this narrator was talking. Sometimes he's funny, but sometimes he's just a little bit irritating. You should just chop with this. Which fast people talk. Most probably I'll have to fight here also. Big space, wide space. Yeah, of course. Oh, let's kill this one. Give the power to the rest. Beautiful. I will level up. Some health. Ooh, don't fall down. Okay.
Don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic? Why? Would you join in? No! I'd destroy his books and I'd... Oh, God. Okay, you're not completely wrong. They've resurrected one of his victims. Well, look, I mean, look, it's not exactly alive, but it can talk. A true witness, she said.
Let's just go. Talk too much. Way too much. If you're watching this video and you have any suggestions or comments, any kind of feedback, just leave a comment. I will be more than thankful for the feedbacks. Any feedback at all. I'm just doing this for fun. I started, I have the membership since a year. Ah, shit. Ah, activated!
Magical energy balls. Immune to the laws of gravity.
So where was I? Yeah, I have it since like, I have it since a year. Ah, yeah, since a year, and yeah, I usually play the free games. As you know, it's quite expensive to buy. Where is that? Oh, yeah. It's gonna kill us down. Okay, so yeah, I have it since 1 year, and I play the free games. Each month you get around 4 games. They're quite good. So I was a little bit reluctant to download this one because it looked weird in the pictures. I said, let me try it. Just googled it, checked it out. It has a nice story, and it's built cool. It's built like, you know, it has episodes. You have to find the correct happy ending. Well, it's fun. Yeah, it is a little bit frustrating, but it's still fun. So yeah.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared at the carnage. He didn't want me to hear the witness, did he? I guess not. What's your plan? She asked. So, Renato explained his brilliant gambit. Sending Lapino to get the Iblastone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council, she said, shaken. I want to help. Could he really trust her?
Let's trust her.
He'd done it. He'd made Zenobia see how evil her father really was. He wished she didn't feel this urge to join in the rebellion. After all, he'd taken care of the Emperor, right? Yeah, but she'd always been conscientious like that. She told him she had to go somewhere first. So Renato gave her the location of the secret base, and they agreed to meet in the ruins. He had a very good feeling about this.
No, she's gonna... Oh, no. It would be an ambush. I shouldn't have trusted her. Man. Just can't believe it. I just want the happy ending already. Come on.
What had Zenobia gone off to do? What was more important than meeting the rebel council?
Yeah.
Had he made a mistake, sending her to the ruins?
Yes, you made a mistake.
No. He knew they could trust each other. He could trust her because she never broke her word. And she could trust him because she could see right through him. Well, she'd probably be there well before him. She at least didn't have to fight her way through rainstorms of ravens. There was a cat in this one. And something useful.
It would be an ambush, I guarantee it. We're gonna die again. Shit. Die already. Let's hurry.
What did you do if one of these platforms stalled?
I don't know, jump. I would just jump. I wouldn't care. I knew it would be too easy. Let's go. To the disco. Let's go to the disco. La, la, la.
Don't get ahead of yourself, lad.
What do you mean?
As he came around the bend, there was Lapino, unconscious on the side of the path. And Renato could smell a familiar, sweet, smoky scent. Who? Zenobia. It had to be. She never used a combat spell when she could use drowsy gas. That meant she had the Iblastone. What would it do to her? She hated her father now. She'd kill him for sure. The council wouldn't mind if she killed the Emperor, but murdering her father would destroy her. He had to get to whatever ledge she was on and talk her down from it.
What is here?
When I build my castle, thought Renato, all my gates are going to open with buttons, and all the levers will drop rocks at your head.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that would be funny. Wait, I just take some health. It's really fishy.
Renato could feel his wounds closing. It was weird.
What's it? Let's go and have the girl.
Everyone in the council chamber was dead. Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard, drenched in blood. Why? He managed. They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Well, not me. The stone did. Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said. I'm going to go kill my father now. No, you can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you too.
I will not be able to stop her. This is stupid. If I get out of her way, would I had to try? Okay, let's do this.
You won't kill me, he said. And I won't let you kill the Emperor. Enraged, she raised the sword. You hate him too? He could sense the Iblastone, yearning for his death. But she didn't strike. If you kill him, he'll destroy you. I know you. Shut up, she shouted, her sword trembling. I won't lose you again. Not for anything. Get away from me, he said, and he was very close. I can't lose you again. And he was in reach of her sword now. I hate him! I hate you too! I love you, he said for the very first time. And then she was weeping. He was holding her. The sword had dropped from her hand. He glanced at the Iblastone. It was no longer the black of the void. It looked like coal. No, it glowed like a cinder. It was crackling, burning, crumbling into ashes. You've always loved me, haven't you? She said. She was weak. The stone had taken so much from her. Always, he said. She staggered as he helped her up. Let me take you away. Where? The island of Avalon. The sisters will heal you. He'll follow us. Then we need the Farfarer, the fastest ship in the Empire.
Okay. So what next? What will happen to the traitor? He's still out there. I don't know. What will we do?
The Empire had seized his ship. They'd have to take it back.
Come, little girl. Follow me. Where are you? Have to get some health first.
Renato had a feeling that was the back door to something. But what?
Health.
And there it was, his beautiful skycraft, the Farfarer. They would fare very far indeed, beyond the Empire, beyond the reach of the Empire, to the mystical island of Avalon. He didn't know exactly where it was, but he knew he could find it. And they would find peace there. Second star on the right, and straight on till morning, laughed Zenobia. And they laughed together for the first time in a long time.
I still need health. Let's go. So you killed all the people.
Renato felt surprisingly unwounded.
Unwounded? Ooh. To kill that chemical. Oh, it disappeared. Kill them all.
Renato wondered what would happen if he jumped. Would he be rescued by an emergency platform?
No, he will not. He will die. I'll have to start all over again. No, we don't let that happen. What? How did I go there? Ah. We're not going there. We're going somewhere.
But they did not go unnoticed. Scout ships lifted off, and the long lance of the Imperial flagship. Renato turned downwind to gain speed. The Raven ships could pursue, but they couldn't close. The Far Speaker croaked, "Return her and live!" "Go sacrifice yourself," yelled Renato. "Then you won't have her either." On the flagship, the Emperor was readying some arcane weapon. It couldn't be. It was the core. A devastating beam lanced out of the flagship. Renato zigzagged wildly to keep the Farfair out of it. Now the Raven scout ships were closing the distance, and the beam was getting closer too. Then came a blinding flash, and the air was searingly hot all around him. There was a thunderous, deafening roar. He could smell burnt oak and burnt feathers and burnt flesh. But when he could hear and see again, they were alive and unhurt, and they were alone in the sky. Zenobia embraced him. They had done it. Through luck and through love, they had won the war. "Avalon, here we come," he said as he held her arms wide in the prow of the boat and let her feel its speed. "Maybe the real Avalon is wherever we're together," she said. And so, after a bit of an argument, Renato and Zenobia went to one of the two Avalons. The one shrouded in mists, or the one in their hearts. But which one they went to, I'll never tell.
Great.
He'd done it.
Oi.
He'd forged his own destiny. Well, he hadn't actually done it. But he knew what he would do. Renato smiled at the book. He practically wanted to kiss it. The kid's sacrifice hadn't been in vain. He'd saved the book and saved the world. Renato owed him and his mother so much. Renato lowered the mainsail and let the Farfarer shoot forward in the breeze. Second star to the right, and straight on till morning. This time, he would win.
Finished it. Yeah, thanks for watching. As I told, if you have any suggestions or comments, feedback, just write it down, leave a comment, and I will be happy to read them and reply. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.